So, let's wrap up. I know we are running out of time now. So, maybe, last thoughts that you would want to share, because, when we came across trying to talk to a lot of businesses, uh, there's a mixed bag. There are some companies who are super eager and they like said, hey, where have you been so long? And they are so eager to, jump into it and use it. And there has been others where the younger generation is eager, but then they say, hold on, it's going to take a effort for convincing my the family side of the board and my uncles and everyone why you should spend any more money during these tough times and all. And so there's been like a mixed bag, and a lot of them are still on the fences. So I mean, not necessarily steer per se, but how, what would you like to say about making a case about trying to go digital, having that visibility, the benefit of having that visibility, the ability to manage waste or reduce it, and being on the same page. Maybe a few words from each of you.
Well, all I can say is that like it or not, digital is here. And it's either going to happen now or it's going to happen next week, but it's not going to happen in years to come because the rest of the world has got everything on digital anyway. And it's just more astonishing that it's taken this length of time for the construction companies to get into it. If you think of a car, a garage that you go to take your car, it used to be the mechanic would go, "Oh, turn it on, let me hear what's going on," and now they stick a computer into it that diagnoses the problem immediately. So the time
Yeah.
it takes to get your car back up and running and on the road is much less than it used to be, and it's got an accurate diagnosis. Construction is bigger than a car. Why is it not in construction already? And people that go, "Oh, no, 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 it's not for us," and we'll just keep on using the back of the cigarette packet and a short pencil, it's just not going to be feasible.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
it's quite easy, really. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
I agree with Donald in the sense that technology has been here. We've been using these technologies, especially like something like this, like video calls and everything. It has been there, but in construction we haven't been using it, and uh, because of the COVID, because of the virus coming in, we were forced to use these technologies when in fact it has been there, but we haven't been using it before.
Hmm.
So there's a great gap that I had to adjust, especially in dealing with my workers and dealing with my clients. In utilize and these technologies has helped me. Though I could say that we are still in the, how should I say this, in the onset in adapting more technology in the field of construction, because you there's a big gap. Like other people can work from home. I can't have my painters work from home. I mean, that's impossible to begin with. And at the same time, there are some, like for example, in simple terms, like walls. There are things best felt with your hand. You need to touch it to be able to know the consistency, the viscosity, and everything. I mean, it's more of a jargon if you go for those technical stuff, because some of your workers might not get to understand it. So it's much better to see is to believe, and to feel it is to know that it has been done and everything. So there's still much to adapt in the field of construction, but it's getting there. And though it needs more time compared to other industries where it is more adaptive in technology, construction it's a bit more setback, I think, because it's more it really focuses into the physical touch.
Thank you. Thank you. Sri.
So I would say, as long as any technology is solving pain points, it has a greater chance of getting adopted. So one has to identify what are the pain points, and if one is able to address those pain points by a pilot project or by a demo, I see great chance of technology getting adopted. The challenge I see in the construction industry is the huge gap in the knowledge level. It's not universal,
Yes.
but client is not either not knowledgeable or the contractor is not knowledgeable. So they have to be at the same level. So this is the challenge, and that's why I would again say what I said earlier. It's important to do a kind of to sensitize the client, because it's more important at the client level. This is what we do. Any new technology, any new revolution or disruption, we take it to the top level. It's easier to bring it top down than to take it bottom up. I mean, for a construction company, they know the pain point. Like for an EPC contractor, the cost is fixed, so it's all risk. If it's all risk, then they go for engineering use, they go for technology, and it's easier to sell these things to a EPC contractor because they would understand the value of every penny saved. Whereas if it's a typical traditional contract, civil works contract, he would say, oh, come on, the more I do, the more I get. So they
Yes.
have an incentive of doing extra, I mean, at the cost of the client. So that's why if we sensitize the client, then we have a better chance of adaptability. And so,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, my last 2 cents about this from the experience is, if someone thinks they're happy and they're efficient in what they are doing today, maybe they don't need to change anything. But from knowing what I know, most people are still struggling, and this pandemic and everything has not made things easier. So if you feel there is a challenge, there's a better way of doing things. And from our experience, from our math, and if you talk to us, we can actually show you it's not only one time, 2 times, or not only getting the return on investment in 5 years or 3 years. It's actually you can start getting the benefit in the next month itself. Because if I can save you 1% of your construction cost, that's probably going to be a huge part of your profitability. So and we can actually show you mathematically that how you can move up to 10% of cost saving by going the entire supply chain, entire digital chain, digitized, and using enough technology. But yes, there are certain things that cannot be changed with technology, and they maybe should not be, like Hansen was talking about, the feel of the paint and all of those. And maybe those won't be changed for some time at least. But there is so many other part which are information related, and technology can do wonders on that. So with that note, thank you very much, and thanks for spending the time with us and sharing your experience and knowledge. Good evening.